The final round of the Prem is here, round 18. This is actually my first video of the Prem on this channel, so if you are new here, welcome. If you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. In this video, I'm going to be doing my preview and prediction for this weekend's round 18 Premiership games. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I really do enjoy watching the Prem. I've just been watching a lot more URC recently, but from now on, I'll be doing a lot more Prem Rugby, and I'll be covering all the playoffs, and from now till the end of the season, it's going to be absolutely awesome with some absolutely incredible games this weekend. It's going to be really fun. I always enjoy watching the Prem Rugby, and I think it's really close at the top right now. That being said, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I really appreciate all the support. There's so much rugby coming up, the URC semi-finals, the URC finals, top 14 playoffs, Prem playoffs as well, Super Rugby playoffs. And of course, the international season is just around the corner, and I absolutely cannot wait. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And for the international games, I will be covering every single tier 1 international team, doing player ratings, match previews, match reactions, and all of the above. So if you do enjoy that content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. Now let's get right into it, starting off with Bath versus Leicester. This is going to be a really fun game. Leicester's a bit of a dark horse in this year's Prem. They're playing some good rugby. Yes, they've lost some games as well. They've had some shocking performances, but on the day, they can honestly beat any team in this competition. That being said, Bath is one of the teams kind of setting the standard at the top in the Premiership, and playing Bath at home is no joke. I think both these teams are playing for a spot in the playoffs or for a healthy seed as well in the playoffs. So I'm going to go with Bath for this one. I do think Bath will win this game. I think Bath have a better team overall. But the one thing with the Leicester Tigers is that they are a very tough team to beat, and they're a very gritty team that they sometimes just get the job done even if it doesn't look pretty. I remember when they won the Premiership a few years back. It wasn't the most pretty final, it wasn't the most pretty season either, but they found a way to get it done. So I won't be surprised if Leicester does win this game, but I'm going with Bath to win it. Moving on to the next game, we have Exeter versus the Saracens. This is going to be an absolutely epic game. Saracens is a legendary team in the competition. They haven't had their best season, but being 5th on the table and saying you have not had your best season at all and that it's a disappointing season kind of shows the quality of the Saracens organization. But that being said, Exeter are having a pretty good season. They've got a pretty good squad as well. I do enjoy watching the Exeter team play. They're very fun to watch. They've got some very fun players, some good international signings as well. So I'm going with Exeter to win this game. Exeter are playing at home, and I think playing Exeter at home, touring all the way to Exeter, it's always going to be a tough game. It's always going to be a game that you just want to get through the game and try keep the game close, because Exeter is a very tough team to beat when they are playing at home. Exeter's had some really exciting signings this year. I'm enjoying watching how Joseph Dweba has been playing. Of course, Iketal's been injured. Tom Hooper has been absolutely awesome this year. I really can't wait to see how Exeter does in the playoffs if they do make the playoffs, because I think they're going to be a bit of an underdog in the playoffs, a dark horse as well. I know I've said that for Leicester as well, but I think that's the nice thing about the Premiership. Whoever does make the playoffs, it's going to be very close, and it's going to be a really fun battle to the final, and I think any team can win it. So it's going to be really fun, and I think Exeter will beat Saracens this weekend. Now moving on to the next game, we have Gloucester versus Newcastle. Newcastle obviously getting a really good win at home last week. A very fun game to watch. A very fun ending to the game as well. What a way to end it. What a win for them. I have to go with Gloucester for this one. Playing Gloucester when they are playing at home, it's always going to be tough. Gloucester have had a very disappointing season, but that being said, I cannot wait to see how they do next season. They've got some very good signings. Jean Klein as well is coming. Jack Morgan is going as well. They've got some really good guys coming into the team next year. There's some other guys as well. Can't really remember off the top of my head, but they've got some really good signings for next year, which I think that forward pack unit next year is going to be a very tough, gritty unit. So I think Gloucester is going to win that game this weekend, but I won't be surprised if Newcastle do keep it close. Of course, going into next season, Newcastle is going to be basically a completely different team. Very exciting to watch their development, see who's coming in, what signings are actually going to come through. I did see some news that one of the signings were apparently blocked by New Zealand Rugby. If you do know more about this, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm not too sure what's going on there, but I am excited to see how both Gloucester and Newcastle do next year, but they still have to end the season off on a high. So I think this game will be a close one. I'm not sure what the exact scoreline will be, but I'm going to go with Gloucester to win this one. And that's a bit of a trend right now. These first 3 games, I've said all the home teams are going to win. But I think that might just change for the next game. We have the Harlequins versus Northampton. Harlequins have been a very weird team this year. Now, I haven't watched every single game of the Prem this year, but I've been seeing the Harlequins results and they've not been good at all. A very disappointing year from a very legendary club in London. I mean, the Harlequins normally expect them to be fighting for a playoff spot, fighting for a top spot. And with some very good players in their squad, they just haven't had their best season this year. They are up against probably the best team in England right now, Northampton Saints. So I think it's going to be another long day in the office for the Harlequins. I've got Northampton winning this one. Whether Northampton decides to play their full strength team, I'm not too sure, but I think even if they didn't, I think they will get a result away from home. But that being said, it will be a Harlequins team trying to kind of end the season off on a high at home in front of their loyal home crowd. I know the Harlequins fans are really loyal. They are very, honestly, such a good atmosphere there. I've only watched one game in England so far for a club team, and it's been the Harlequins, and it was such a good atmosphere. So hopefully for the fans, for the crowd, for the loyal fans, Harlequins can get a result. But I just think Northampton is too strong, so I'm going with Northampton for this one. And moving on to the final game for the weekend, we have Sale Sharks versus Bristol. This is a bit of a weird one for me. Sale Sharks at home is always a tough game because they just seem to play so much better at home than they do away from home. But Bristol's playing some pretty good rugby right now. I'm actually going to go with Bristol to win this game. I think Bristol might just get it done away from home. Bristol's, I would say probably it is the wrong time for them. They are trending up at the wrong time at the end of the season. They should have been playing like this the whole season. They've been hot and cold throughout the whole year. Sale Sharks is a tough team to go and beat at Sale in Manchester, but I just think Bristol right now probably is the better team. They've got some guys playing for an international spot as well. Some guys making some news headlines. Bernard Jansen van Rensburg playing some good rugby as well. So I'm going with Bristol to win this one. But let me know who you think is going to win down below in the comments. Give me your predictions down below. Let me know if you think there's going to be any upsets. But I'll go over my predictions one more time. I think Bath is going to beat Leicester, but it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a home win for Bath. Same thing for Exeter. I think the Exeter Chiefs are going to beat Saracens at home, but it should be a good one as well. I think Gloucester is going to beat Newcastle at home, and I think Newcastle's going to try to keep it close to end the season off on a high, but I think Gloucester in front of their home crowd will get the W. And then I think Harlequins just won't pull through at home against Northampton Saints. I think Northampton Saints will get a win even if they don't play their strongest team. That being said, even if they do play their strongest team, I still think they will win. Hopefully the one can be a close game so that the Harlequins can end the season off on a high. Then last but not least, I think the Bristol Bears are going to beat the Sale Sharks in what is honestly an underrated game in my opinion. I think it's going to be a close game, but I've got Bristol winning that one. Let me know who you think is going to win down below in the comments, and if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. There's going to be a lot more content coming out soon. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.